Ambassador Danny Danon joins us now on Eye for Iran. Thank you, Ambassador, for being here, and Shana Tova.
Thank you for having me.
Ambassador, snapback sanctions have been enforced. What are the next steps in terms of Israel's perspective now?
We have made it very clear that we will continue to pay attention to what's happening in Iran. The attack of Israel and the US was very successful, but we know that the regime still continues to plot to acquire a nuclear weapon, and I would advise them to recalculate their position. They saw what's happening here. The snapback actions are being imposed. There will be more pressure from the international community, and I hope that they will learn the lesson.
So are snapbacks alone enough, or does Israel foresee further military strikes in action?
Well, I think we took the military act we planned. I think we'll have to pay attention to what's happening on the ground. It will take Iran years to rebuild those capabilities. If we will feel that they are posing a threat to Israel and to the stability of the region, we will consider our actions. But as of now, I think now is the time for the international community to step in and to apply more pressure.
So what would trigger then, in your sense, what's the benchmark? What would trigger another round potentially of military actions, like you said?
Well, basically we have to look at the capabilities of Iran in terms of the nuclear reactors, the ballistic missile industry, to see what is happening on the ground. And we proved that we have quite good intelligence on what's happening in Iran.
And could some people say Iran could become similar to Lebanon, where Israel can come in and do military strikes when they see fit? How would you respond to that?
Well, I don't think that is the case. I think the infrastructure that they built in the past was very complicated. So it's not going to happen very fast. But we will monitor what's happening on the ground.
And how do you respond to Iran's offer to dilute its highly enriched uranium in exchange for sanctions relief? What is your response to that?
Well, I think that the international community, they have enough experience and they're very skeptical about what Iran is saying. We need to see verifications, to have inspectors on place. So I'm skeptical about it.
Let's talk about President Trump's speech today. He had a very hard line on Iran. He basically said that Iran, essentially, with a nuclear weapon, is one of the greatest threats in history to humanity. And he took a very hardline approach. But he also said that he brought about peace between Iran and Israel and said that they do not seek war now. How do you respond to that?
I agree completely with President Trump. I think he has a point, Iran is a threat, and I would advise Iran to recalculate their position. Today, President Trump proved that he's a strong leader and he's taking actions against regimes who are threatening the stability of the entire world. And I think also other countries paid attention to that.
So do you feel that the military strikes set Iran back by how many years? What are you thinking in terms of the intelligence and your knowledge?
I cannot look into the exact dates, but we will keep watching what's happening in Iran. I can tell you that.
Do you feel that Iran and Israel are inching closer to war, or do you feel that this is moving more towards peace? How do you see it?
No, I don't think we're moving toward war. Israel is a peaceful nation. And I think Iran should focus its energy supporting the Iranian people, not to spend billions on the proxies, on Hezbollah, on the Houthis. They should support their own people in Iran. They deserve better than that.
And do you think regime change is coming anytime soon?
Well, that's for the Iranian people to decide. And I hope that they will do the right thing. They deserve better leadership.
Anything else you'd like to add, Ambassador?
No, thank you.
Thank you so much for your time. That's Ambassador Danny Danon on Eye for Iran.